Here with Matt Bowen after a tough loss to Northern State at the BSU Gymnasium. Matt, kind of walk us through that second half when Northern took the lead and never let it go.
Very disappointing game for us. Unfortunately, a lot of the same mistakes that have been haunting us for the last 3 or 4 games. Inability to keep anybody out of dribble penetration leads to fouls, leads to us having to over-rotate, which even if they do miss the shots, leads to offensive rebounds, and that allowed them to get the lead, our 8-point lead, down to a manageable situation. We came up empty a couple times and allowed them to eventually take the lead when it mattered most.
You guys finally got better on the shooting end of things after a couple rough games, but it's tough when Northern ends up shooting almost 50 free throws.
Yeah, you know, it's our, again, inability to guard the dribbler and our inability to keep people in front of us, and it's been something that we've known for a while. It just got exposed to a greater degree tonight, and obviously with the quick whistle, it made it to where it was almost impossible to get any type of game flow for either team, and they were just fortunate enough to shoot more free throws than we were.
You get an extra day next week of practice before Duluth at home on Saturday. What needs to happen during this week to snap this losing streak?
We have to get tougher. We're not a very mentally tough team, and you know, when things go well, we have the ability to play pretty good basketball. But unfortunately, we've lost quite a few games in a row, and when things go bad, all the tiny little things that go wrong seem to be personified greater. And we need to stop that from happening from both a physical and a mental aspect. And until we do that, it's going to be tough to come by wins, because there are good teams in this league, and we have to perform at a very high level. And unfortunately, right now, we're not doing that, and that's what's costing us a lot of these wins.
Here with Lance Rongstad after a tough loss to Northern State. Lance, you guys it seemed like you had it rolling there to start the game, but things kind of started to go the other way. Kind of talk about maybe the mid part of the second half when Northern took the lead.
We just kind of lost concentration. We kind of stopped doing what we were doing offensively that worked, and on defense we just made a lot of mental errors that should be corrected just by concentrating harder, and we let a lot of that slip, and it ended up costing us the game again.
It ended up almost 60 fouls being called between the two teams. Does that kind of take you guys out of your rhythm, or you just got to play through it?
It's something you got to adjust. I mean, the refs have the final say in everything, so each game is going to be officiated differently, and it's up to the players to adjust accordingly.
You get an extra day next week to prepare for Duluth and try and snap this streak. What needs to happen this week to end it?
It's a lot between our ears. I mean, we're in every game. We're shooting good percentages. Tonight, I think we held them defensively to a good percentage. It's just concentrating to eliminate small things that are going to add up to 5-6 points that we're losing by each night.